1 month before enrollment is set to begin for the Obamacare insurance exchanges, the Wisconsin Office of the Commissioner of Insurance released some grim figures. The Obamacare exchanges are projected to drive up the cost of insurance in the state by an average of 51%. On the low end, a 63-year-old in Kenosha can expect an increase of 10%, while a 21-year-old living in Madison could see their rate jump by almost 125%.
We see tremendous concerns not only about the uncertainty, but about the potential cost increases in premiums that will come, particularly for individual health insurance plans.
The news of this coming rate hike in Wisconsin due to Obamacare shouldn't surprise anyone. All summer long, state after state released similar findings.
Well, ultimately, in the bigger scheme of things, I'd like to see Obamacare go away, because I think its so-called Affordable Care Act is anything but affordable.
Throughout his term, Governor Walker has worked to distance the state government as much as possible from Obamacare, while still staying in compliance with the federal law. And even then, Walker and Wisconsin lawmakers know they can't ignore the impact such a massive law will have on the state.
I just think there's a tremendous economic concern out there that the uncertainty is still brewing, and that has had, and will continue to have a negative impact on employers, particularly small and mid-sized employers in this country, which is something that obviously in this state I don't want to have. But we're going to be ready no matter what. And I do think there's got to be a way that they can continue to make the case in Washington that this isn't the best alternative when it comes to trying to rein in healthcare costs and make it easier for employers, that it's actually making it worse, and therefore we should find a way to replace it.
Walker says the state will do everything it can to help people make the best of the situation.
We're going to transition. Obviously, I've spoken out as a candidate in 2010 and 12 and along the way about my concerns about Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. But that aside, it's the law. And so for the sake of consumers in the state, we're going to make information available to every consumer out there as to what their viable options are and help with navigators.
Enrollment in the Obamacare exchanges is set to begin on October 1st. Coverage would then begin on January 1st. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.